Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. Last episode, we did the first part of the part 4-1 of the trial. Now we're gonna head into part 2 of it. And hopefully we could settle this case once and for all. And no audio problems. Let's start. I can't believe it, Acro. It's pretty shocking, isn't it? He definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, am I that hated? Ahem. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Scoff. But I'm nothing but a little nobody, you know? Well, you're not, which is kind of the reason why. Cough. Hey, pal. You're not gonna ignore me after I went over to the trouble to bring you some evidence? Ah, Detective Gumshoe. Oh, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, Detective, I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? We got some tasty milk. How about a color trick, Detective? Oh, well, if you insist. How about that evidence you mentioned? What is it? Here you go. Huh? This was yesterday in Acro's room. Yup, and I included the forensic results. Take a look at it later. Won't Miss Von Carmel be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are a need-to-know basis and we're not really allies or anything. Plus, I don't like Von Carmel. He keeps whipping me. And I miss Edgeworth, to be honest. I hope Edgeworth comes back. But everything that happened in court is up to now is according to our plan. I don't know. Miss Von Karma didn't seem in control of things in there just now. You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were set into motion. Final plans? That reminds me. I got a message from the prosecutor for you. Nothing is ever truly decided until the very end. That's gotta be Edgeworth. That's it for me, pal. I'm out of here. What did he mean by that, the very end part? I'm not sure. It was all pretty cryptic to me. Are you serious, Phoenix? There's only one person who would really think that. Oh, one more thing. Don't scare me like that. It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. What? For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it all before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk? For me? I may have messed up the accent, but whatever. Court is now in session back in session. Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. I'd like to continue with Acro's testimony, starting with his relationship to the victim. I also like to get proof from the defense. Proof of what kind of motive would Acro have to commit this crime. Understood now, Mr. Dingling. Yes, Your Honor. Please proceed with your testimony. Finally, we're getting to the motive. Wait, Nick, are you okay? Just do me a favor and don't ask questions you don't want to answer to. Not the ringmaster. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster at the very big circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I was around 9 years old. I wanted to find a new way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. You're such a thoughtful young man. As you heard, the witnesses deeply respected the victim. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro would kill the man in such held high esteem. You're absolutely right, Miss. How could anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Actually, that's the question. I'm trying myself. Why would Acro kill the ringmaster? This might be my last chance to answer that question. I'm gonna cross-examine, of course. The defense has a right to cross-examine the witness. You're so tactless, Mr. Phoenix, right? I'm being distracted because, I'm hoping, my OBS didn't mess up this time. You don't care about justice, do you? You want to fabricate a motive.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness.
When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. We? Yes, my brother Sean and I.
You have a brother?
Oh, how old were you when this happened, Acro? I was 8 years old, and my brother was 4.
Your parents were very cruel, weren't they?
Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet wonderful people at the very big circus. Nick, the judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like.
Oh.
No crying in court. Let's keep going.
The witness proceed his testimony.
That's when the ringmaster Big Berry Circus took us in. How would you describe your relationship with the ringmaster? He was like an uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had.
What about the other people at the circus?
This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were a few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. But the ringmaster, he would always come see us with a laugh and a smile. What a beautiful story. That's why I was always thinking what I could do to help. I wanted to thank him. Nick, isn't Acro such a wonderful person? I know, he seems like a nice guy, which is what makes this so difficult.
How long do you have been a performer?
I became an acrobat around 9 years old. You started off as an acrobat at early that age? I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We called ourselves the Flying Dingling Berries. It's nearly a household name. I've heard of them in Germany. Liar! You liar! The point is that I wanted to be of some use to the circus.
Why, you truly a remarkable young man.
The judge keeps looking at Acro almost like a proud father. Well, to find my reindeer paid and that was my sole purpose in life. You have any trouble with the ringmaster? Ow! How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? What are heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Ow! 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 Stop it!
No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life.
Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Nick, I hate to say it, but I agree with them. I was trying to chase down the truth, but I ended up just looking like a jerk.
Think that will be enough for now. Pondering whether or not this man would kill the ringmaster leads me to believe that. It is pretty unlikely.
Exactly right, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, I have to ask you a question.
Go ahead, Your Honor.
I'd like to can you provide an explanation why Acro would want to rent the ringmaster dead?
No, I don't think you can. He has a grudge against Regina, but not Acro. Nick? Yeah, I didn't even have to think about it. It was obvious from the start. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven.
What?
That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Ow! Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools is so foolhardily foolish. Did you forget you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was. This is the real killer, Russell Berry, ringmaster. You want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right.
The end of things?
Acro. You didn't plan to kill the ringmaster at all, did you? The ringmaster wasn't your target that night. What did you just say? Yeah, I had a feeling this... He was only really after Regina. I'm saying that the target of the witness's murder spot was not the ringmaster. It was never his intention to kill Russell Berry to begin with. What?
Order! Order! Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face twice if you must. Mr. Wright, who in the world are you trying to do? What are you trying to do in my court?
Oh, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do in his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro's trying to kill someone else? Yes! I have the perfect... He has only one person that he would love to kill. Regina Berry?
This is the young girl, the ringmaster's daughter, correct?
Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you?
Objection!
You don't need to answer it. It's a mean-spirited leading question. He could easily answer this question. If I'm wrong, all he has to say is, "You're wrong." That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Enough, Mr. Wright, allow me to...
Oh, the only thing allowed to interrupt me is death itself. Huh? And that goes for you too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Show me evidence now. I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry.
Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof.
Present evidence that proves Acro's out to kill this young girl. There's only one thing that he would give. The note. Acro, you remember this, don't you? That's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat.
Inside the victim's tailcoat.
Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled to the murderer. Its purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m.
So you're saying he called Russell Berry with that note?
Yes, but there's just one little problem.
Problem?
Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean, it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I mean. The person was intended for none other than Regina Berry.
Order! Mr. Wright, this little theory of yours.
Acro, I know you had something for your brother, but like, did you really have to kill an underage... Did you really wanted to kill an underage girl for it? Like, come on. You could have, like, at least talked this out with the ringmaster himself, but like... Jeez. That's fucked up, yo. It's the truth, Your Honor. This isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her, which is why the morning of the crime she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, the ringmaster note, saw the note? That's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake instead of Regina.
That's incredible.
Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bus up and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out of the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see who it actually was.
I got it, Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza.
And that's when he let the bus fly. Hey Nick, isn't Regina listening to all this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only gonna get harsher from here. This is gonna be bad for her. I hope Regina can handle it.
Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Foolish fool with foolish fool ideas. A foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish that you even sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Fink. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence what took place. Yes, what about that line? If the note was meant for Regina Berry, it wouldn't mean that. The note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What did you say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza and placed up his lovely daughter.
Hold it right there, Mr. Wright. What is the incident that is alluded to this in the note?
The incident 6 months ago. I know all about it. An incident occurred 6 months ago. Now I'm more ready to show this court what happened at the court at that time. Moron!
Wait, are you sure that relates to the present case?
It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has started what happened 6 months ago. Really, Nick? I think so. Well, then if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? Certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing. The conclusive evidence about the incident is actually... Wait, okay, if we really think about this... It's the scarf, isn't it?
What, this is it?
Well, kinda figured that I'd try to get rid of evidence if I didn't eat anymore.
Well, from now on, you can do those sorts of things at home on your own time.
Yeah! Whoops.
Please present this conclusive evidence, Mr.
Almost to a big climax. I can't mess up again. Fuck. Wait. Wait a second. Are you saying it's this? I mean, this was in the Oh. Oh. So that's why. Bat scarf, small quantity of pepper, the seasoning bottle.
Achoo! 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 Ah!
What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all. It's the decisive evidence you asked for.
What do you mean?
Recall that the victim was trying to take the wooden box away from him. He was doing so because this piece of decisive evidence was what was inside.
Another unbelievable conclusion. Very well, Mr. Wright. What exactly are you saying? Are you claiming that Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper?
Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. Foolish fool who never tires of his own foolish ways. So sure, Mr. Phoenix, answer this question. Who was Regina's intended victim? This was just an accident, but yeah.
Who is this?
That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? Your younger brother isn't dead? Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead.
Regina, she did that to him?
Did you spend your entire life dreaming up new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's younger brother. Acro's brother, Sean Dingling. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into a current comatose state.
A lion?
Regina, I mean. Miss Regina Banny is an animal tamer by trade. However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina can never do something like that. It's just not in her.
So then what happened to Acro's brother?
He's not the victim of attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident.
I see.
Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? It was more than just an accident. The lion biting Bat was no accident at all.
But what?
You're such an amateur, Mr. Phoenix Wright. There's no way that Regina would ever incite her lion to attack another human being. She may not have incited the lion to attack another human being, but Regina is responsible for making the lion bite Acro's brother Bat. Finally, we could present this.
That's just a scarf.
Acro. This scarf is something that Bat used to wear, correct? That's right. And who was the one that gave this scarf to Bat? Regina. Regina gave it to him.
Regina?
There is something more than just blood on the scarf, Your Honor.
And what that might be?
Pepper.
Pepper?
Pepper. Regina gave the scarf to Bat right before the accident. She covered it as much pepper as she could. Hey, what's wrong with the silent treatment?
Excuse me, Mr. Wright.
Once we do this, we're gonna be accusing a little girl as a murderer. And this is gonna be terrible for us.
You've done a good job of figuring a criminal, but out of curiosity, what was her crime? Miss Berry gave a pepper-covered scarf to Bat as a present. What is the crime in that?
It still seems like the judge doesn't get it. Aunt Karma knows. Mr. Phoenix Wright, wasn't it said that the lion seemed to be smiling?
Smiling? The lion was smiling.
Right before Bat was bit by the lion. For a moment, the lion's mouth changed and looked like he was smiling.
Lions smile?
I never heard of them smiling, however. Lions sneeze. Leon wasn't trying to bite Bat at all. In reality, all he did was sneeze.
Ooh.
He sneezed because of all the pepper on the scarf.
What?
You fool!
You gotta be kidding me.
Objection!
What's the matter, Miss Von Karma?
I object for objection's sake. Mr. Phoenix Wright, this theory, you believe it? You really intended that how this joke of an accident actually happened? Of course I do. It's the truth. The lion sneezed due to the pepper, and that's when Bat lost unconsciousness. Acro nearly lost his brother due to this accident, or this joke as you put it. Which is why he tried to get revenge against Regina. You foolish idiot. Huh. Ha 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 ha. It does seem like a terrible joke, doesn't it? Once again, I'm impressed by your imagination, Mr. Wright. Think that there's someone who treats this accident with the respect it deserves. Are you telling me that what I said was true? Acro. You can't mean... Witness!
Are you confirming the defense's claim?
Mr. Wright, unfortunately your imagination is not enough to find me guilty of murder. What do you mean by that? The pepper, the scarf, the lion. I see where you're going, but it's a bit hard to swallow. Not to mention the fact there's even a bigger problem with your theory.
What would the problem be?
The same problem it's always been, evidence. If I drop Max's bus on top of the ringmaster, where's the evidence that proves that claim? Oh.
You mean the conclusive evidence?
The biggest problem is the murder weapon, or the lack thereof, to be more precise. The murder weapon? It's the bus that claims it was used.
That would be found in Acro's room, and it was covered with the victim's blood. That would be awfully conclusive in my eye.
You know, they're right. We never actually did find the murder weapon. But we did show what the murder weapon looked like, but we never actually found it. The bust. Nick, you gotta do something. This is the last step. If I get this one right, the case is won. Yeah, I don't think searching Acro's room is gonna help. Let's see how things work first. Might be rather check Acro's room, but why aren't you going to search his room? Looks like you finally figured things out, didn't you? Now you know the true meaning of Von Karma, total justice. I guess. I figure with you, that's the least I should expect. You leave no stone unturned. A Von Karma never leaves anything to chance. We already searched Acro's room yesterday.
What did you find?
No reason to even say it. If we found what you think we found in that room, Acro would not be here as a witness. To put a point on it, Max's bus was not in the room. The murder weapon is still unaccounted for. You see, Mr. Wright? The bus wasn't in my room. Furthermore, Detective Dick Gumshoe executed the search by complete surprise, and we took Acro directly to the prosecutor's office after that. End of story. Just wait a second, something's funny about all this. Ha 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 ha. It looks like you lack the final nail to put into my coffin. But, what about the scarf? What about the note? What about them, Mr. Wright? No offense, but the only evidence that's relevant here is that which pertains to the death of the ringmaster. You should know that by now. Ugh. Do something, Nick. Don't let this case slip away. The bus, where is it now? Where is the bus right now? You're Phoenix Wright. You know where the bus is. I'm sure you do. There's not even a single clue. How am I supposed to know where the bus is?
It seems as this case is coming to a close. The defense's counter-arguments look to have fallen short.
Thank you for your support. I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Wright.
That brings to an end to the cross-examination of this witness.
Hold it. Where is Max's bus? The defense needs time to prepare to present its case. I'm a bit nervous. I just bit my tongue. What? We need time to do what? Ow! Why are you the most surprised here? She's your eyed, isn't she?
Do we have the case to present, Mr. Wright?
What? Are you asking me? I don't know where it is. The rest is up to you, Nick. Good luck. Hey, wait. You can't be serious. Acrobats do have their lives on the line, don't they? That's how Acro's lived up his life until now. Now it's time for us to walk our own tightrope. If we don't, we're certain to lose.
Very well, defense may proceed.
He doesn't have a clue. I don't think he'll be finding one anytime soon. Walking the tightrope of logic, there's no room for a false step. Sink or swim, the only way through is forward. The murder weapon. Where is Max's bus now? Somewhere in this courtroom? You can't be serious. There's no... Okay, they said it's not in the lodging house. They said they checked everywhere around the circus. Are we really gonna say it's in the courtroom? I think we have to. But where in the courtroom? Where? It's obvious the bus is inside this very courtroom.
It's obviously where?
Allow me to pinpoint the location of the bus once and for all. Wait a second. Is this wheelchair covering it? The witness stand. Acro, I'm sorry to ask this, but do you mind if I take off the blanket off your Oh, you had a blanket the whole time? I'm sorry, I didn't quite hear you, Mr. Wright. Well, you are a big guy. You have a pretty big wheelchair because of it. I just wanted to make sure you weren't hiding anything under that blanket. Because it seems to be It's really easy to say to hide a bust under there. Really? It's under there? Once again, your penchant for humor hurts, Mr. Wright. I think it's pretty amazing that you can laugh in your position. However, your lightheartedness doesn't change the fact that the bus is under there. We all know that you can't leave the lodging house by yourself in your condition. That proved inconveniently when Miss Von Karma happened to search your room yesterday. She had found the murder weapon in your room. It would be all over, which is why you had to hide it. The only place you could hide it, under your wheelchair. That's smart. I never would have thought of that. But to hide evidence right when we're doing court, that's such a risk. You took advantage of the fact that you use your wheelchair too, which is why, Acro, I have to ask again. Would you please remove the blanket from your lap? Well done, Mr. Wright. Masterfully flayed. So you really did do it. You fool! How could you? Got me. I've been bagged by a real pro. Actually, two of them. Miss Francisca Von Karma and Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? There's just one thing I'd like to know. How did you know to launch a surprise search on my room last night? There were two pieces of decisive evidence. The cloak and the bust. I burnt the cloak in my room and threw the ashes away in the trash. Regina always took my trash out every morning, you know? But the bust? Obviously I couldn't throw that away. When you executed your search, all I could do was try and hide the bust. And the only place I could have hid it quickly was under this wheelchair. Miss Von Karma, you had things all figured out, didn't you? I was completely sucked in by your calculated strategy. Now to be caught in the middle of court hiding a murder weapon? There's no way I can escape that. And you got me. Well done, Mr. Wright. Well done, Miss Von Karma.
It all makes sense now.
I can't believe Miss Von Karma thought that far ahead. It's amazing. Uh-huh. You definitely couldn't tell by looking at her. I know I sure couldn't. I can't believe it. Me. Make a mistake. I couldn't find the bus? Why did I order a surprise search of your room? If only I hadn't done that.
Seems we finally arrived at the truth. Acro,
Yes, Your Honor.
did you kill the ringmaster of the Berry Big Circus, Mr. Russell Berry?
I'm responsible for that crime. Acro. All my brother wanted was Regina to like him. That's why he teased her. One day my brother sprinkled some pepper on Regina. He started sneezing so hard you couldn't help yourself from laughing. That's why Regina thought it'd be funny to get back at him in the same way. And that's why she covered a scarf with pepper. You know, she didn't mean for there anything bad to happen. I know this. She just wanted to make my brother sneeze a few times too. But I just couldn't forgive her. No matter what. What am I truly guilty of? I'm guilty of never ever being able to understand her. Your brother became a star? Regina believes in that so purely. That's why she would laugh innocently when saying it. Too innocently. I just couldn't stand it. No matter how hard I tried. That's when you decided to do something about Regina. How dreadful.
Are you saying that you are a victim in all of this as well?
No, that's not what I mean. He's crying. I'm nothing but a murderer. That's who I am. At first I thought I'd kill myself, then I pondered giving up myself. But I couldn't just up and leave. I just couldn't. Not yet. That's why I tried to pin this on Max. Max. I'm so sorry. I just couldn't up and leave yet.
This has been such a strange case. It's almost a reflection of the circus itself.
An idiot. I can't believe it. You beat me. Again, as I keep banging my goddamn table. It is what it is, but we have to figure out the truth, no matter the outcome.
I believe this case is now beyond any point of possible discussion. Also, I'd like to declare my verdict.
Not guilty.
Whoa! We're not guilty! This court is adjourned.
Yeah, easy case. Take that, Francisca Von Karma.
Fabulous!
But to be honest, I can't really be too happy about this. Acro, the Ringmaster, Regina, and Bat. Not a single one of them was a bad person inside, huh? That's a good question, and one I don't know the answer to. Many congrats, but only a Maximilian of them.
Thank you.
What's with the vibe in this room? We're just thinking about Acro. No. If you worry about the people too much, then you'll be like this forever and never be happy. Huh? She's been like this for a while now.
It's all my fault!
Sweetie pie.
Gee, Bat and Acro. They're never coming back. Now everyone's gonna split up.
Regina.
Mr. Wright, tell me something.
What do you want to know, Regina?
Acro said something right at the end.
I just couldn't up and leave yet.
Does that mean Acro? Is he gonna try to get his revenge on me?
I don't think so anymore. He's not gonna do that to you, Regina.
Are you sure? You really sure? I can't believe that.
Yep. Acro doesn't have any desire for revenge anymore.
That's true. Now I want to see some evidence.
Huh?
I want to know that you're not just making stuff about Acro not wanting revenge.
Maybe his brother? It'd be really bad for him if, like, you know, his brother, like, you know, found out about the murder and be shocked about what happened. Yeah, I think that's the only thing he cares about. Acro didn't want to get caught for a reason. He wanted to see his brother open his eyes again. That's all he cared about.
But
that's right, Regina. He's still alive, you know.
I never knew. Now that Acro's been caught.
Uh-huh.
I know.
What?
I'll do it. I'll stay next to Bet as long as it takes. Until he opens his eyes and then he can meet Acro again.
That's so sweet of you, Regina.
I'm sorry, Acro. Sorry, Bat.
Well, hopefully this is enough to give her a little peace of mind. Hey, Max. What is it? What is it, Moe? We really put you through a lot, didn't we, buddy? I'm sorry about what happened. So whenever you like to leave us, I'll pay your fee and lift up the contract. I understand. What a fabulous thing to do for me. I might even leave tomorrow. What's going to happen to the circus now? Ah, that's a big question. Our ringmaster was really an amazing person, wasn't he? Even though he's not here anymore, everyone's sticking together. The staff, the performers, no one wants to leave the circus yet. That's why I made a decision.
What is it?
I decided I will take over as the new ringmaster. I'll turn this the best circus this world has ever seen. The best circus the world has ever seen. Don't laugh. That's quite the goal. Yay, I can't wait. Then I guess that changes things. Huh? There's only one thing that the best circus has ever seen needs. The world's best illusions. Means the circus needs the best magician the world has ever seen. Max. Let's work together and make the circus super fabulous! What do you say, big guy? I don't know what to say. All I can say is thank you. Regina, you're gonna help them too, aren't you? I don't know. Maybe the circus would be better off without me. What are you talking about, Regina? Why do you think that I brought you to court today? We got work together to make the big circus bigger than it's ever been. Moe. Moe's right, sweetie pie. It can't be the very big circus without Regina Berry. Max. Nick. Seems like everything is going to turn out alright here. Can't wait to see the best circus the world has ever seen. We'll save you the most fabulous seats. I'll take a while for us to get ready, but I'm going to order a special whoopee cushion seats. And easy. I see what made the case.
Yesterday's surprise raid really paid off just like you said it would, sir. You had to figure that out, didn't you?
It was just a theory. If Akko really was the killer, I thought this was the only way it could end. I'm doing this way because you guys know who it is. Especially if he was the defense attorney.
You mean Mr. Wright?
Of course. Well, Detective, my plane is about to leave. As for Mr. Akro's case, you need not worry. I plan to personally stop by the Chief Prosecutor's office as soon as I get back.
Understood, sir.
I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be waiting for you, Mr. Edgeworth.
Edgeworth. Damn. I can't wait for the next case. But the problem is... when will we see Edgeworth? Because I miss Edgeworth, to be honest. And he was like one of the best prosecutors I've seen. And yeah, next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, we can probably get started on the next case. And yeah. And hopefully, we get ourselves a really fun time. Hopefully. I'm not saying, like, how, but hopefully. I'll see you guys all next time.